Today is Wednesday, August 19th, 2026. Here is the question sitting under your ribs this morning. Are you actually holding steady, or have you just stopped paying attention because the last few weeks bruised you a little? There is a real difference between the two, and only one of them is a position you can trust. There is a lot of noise out there right now: regulatory papers, earnings dates, inflation prints, and underneath it, there is one thing that actually touches what you are holding. Stay with me, and I will show you what it is and what to do with it. Most of what is crossing your feed this week is not about you. It is about committees and calendars. But one thing is, the SEC put out a new proposed framework this week, and separately Treasury moved forward on licensing rules for stablecoins under the Genius Act. That second one matters to you directly, because if you are holding stablecoins as your cash position between moves, a countdown just started on which of them stay usable in the US over the next couple of years. Meanwhile, Bitcoin ETFs and Ether ETFs both just posted renewed inflows after a rough stretch. That is not noise, that is real money coming back in behind you. Around it, equities sideways into a big earnings week, gold holding its bid, oil steady, nothing screaming. The what here is becoming clear. The when is what you actually need. Here is where the sky adds the timing. Venus stands opposite Saturn, building toward exact on the 21st, 2 days out. This pairing does not create chaos. It creates a bill coming due. It shows up as a boundary moment, a value reality check, a point where vague agreements stop working and you need to know what actually holds weight in a partnership, a plan, or your own relationship with your position. Right behind it, the sun enters Virgo on the 22nd, and the whole tone of the month pivots from optimism toward audit, systems, health, refinement, what is actually working versus what has been coasting on good vibes. For a man holding his own capital, this window rewards honesty and punishes drift. It is not a stretch for big swings. It is a stretch for looking clearly at what you are actually holding and why. Now watch how the calendar lines up with that sky. Japan's CPI and the US leading indicators land Thursday the 20th, 1 day before Venus-Saturn goes exact. State-level US employment data lands Friday the 21st, the exact day. That is the boundary window the sky is describing, showing up as hard economic data, forcing reassessment. Then, riding the Virgo shift into analysis and refinement, you get GDP, personal income, durable goods, and Nvidia earnings all converging on Wednesday the 26th, the single biggest catalyst of the month, landing inside a sky already tuned towards scrutiny and systems check. The calendar and the sky are not just near each other this week. They are pointing at the same 5 days. So here is your answer. Your patience has been a real position, not a freeze. But this week asks you to check that it was actually built on something, not just on hoping the noise would pass. These are not days for adding size or making big moves. They are days for auditing your stablecoin exposure, your actual conviction, what you would do if the 21st brings a genuine value reality check instead of a smooth one. Watch for the state employment data around Friday the 21st. If it lands sharp while Venus-Saturn is exact, that window is live and worth your full attention. What builds behind it is the Virgo turn into Nvidia week, where refinement either confirms your position or reveals what was running on optimism alone. The LiveCharts are how I draw this. 6 months ahead, 3 times a year, on top of the weekly chart. The course, Mark Your Own Timing Calendar, teaches you to calculate your own money flow rhythm, day by day. And the desk timing channel sends signals weeks and even months ahead on geopolitics and market topics, helping you read event probabilities as they surface in the news. All linked in the description. This was today's slice. See you Friday.
Nobody predicts the market, but you can read the weather. 3 times a year, I draw it by hand. Fibonacci levels, universal technical analysis. Then I overlay the planetary cycles running through that asset. Where the two agree, you get a window. That's the live chart. 7 markets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB XRP, oil, gold, and S&P 500 hold more than one, and you stop watching a single chart and start seeing the whole field. Not financial advice, not certainty, no indicator is. Some years run above 80%. The last months were harder. Every chart scrolls through the full history, so you judge it yourself. The protocol is public, ecoscopia.net.